Just today, the Moonshot AI team has dropped another incredible state-of-the-art open source model that is already outperforming Gemini 3 and Opus 4.5 on certain coding related tasks. This is just incredible as it's shaping up to be the most powerful open source model to date. This is where I would like to introduce Kimi K2.5, Kimi's most intelligent model yet. It now supports both text and visual input, something Kimi previously lacked, and includes thinking and non-thinking modes, along with dialogue and agent-based task execution. Kimi K2.5 continues pre-training from K2, using approximately 15 trillion mixed visual and text tokens. The results is state-of-the-art coding and vision capabilities, plus entirely new self-directed agent swarm paradigm. This agent swarm paradigm that I mentioned is Kimi's new agent system that can spin up to 100 sub-agents executing parallel workflows across as many as 1500 tool calls. Now, compared to traditional single agent setups, this can reduce execution time by up to 4.5. Now, in essence, this model is a powerhouse, especially with agent swarm, because it can handle everything from building complex financial models, generating in-depth reports and presentations, all the way to creating full production-grade applications end to end. With this release, Kimi also introduced 4 distinct modes. You have Kimi K2.5 Instant for fast generations. Then you have Kimi K2.5 Thinking, which includes a reasoning budget for deeper processing. Then is the Kimi K2.5 Agent for agentic workflows. And lastly, the Kimi K2.5 Agent Swarm, which we just talked about. What's especially impressive is that the agent swarm is fully self-created and orchestrated by the model itself with no predefined agents or manual workflow setup. In terms of benchmarks, Kimi K2.5 is evaluated across a wide range of agentic, coding, vision, math, document, and video benchmarks, including HLE, full, browser comp, Sway Bench, and so many others. On top of that, Kimi K2.5 excels at real-world software engineering tasks, from building and debugging to refactoring, testing, and scripting across multiple programming languages. It also is particularly strong in front-end development, and honestly, some of the generations that I have seen clearly beat the quality of what I've seen from Gemini or Opus. For example, K2.5's Agent Swarm was able to decompose a 40-paper literature review into section-specific sub-agents, synthesizing their outputs into a 100-page, 2-column academic document with complete citations and references. Or something with like office productivity, the K2.5 brings agentic intelligence to real-world knowledge work better than any model that I've seen, where it is able to handle large-scale, high-density office tasks end-to-end, like reasoning over long inputs or coordinating multi-step tool use, producing expertise-level outputs, including documents, spreadsheets. You have slide decks that it can output. And this is the capability of the 2.5 with all of these different modes, like the agent mode in this case, that is executing all of these different tasks. In regards to pricing, the Kimi K2.5 is extremely aggressive. It's listed at 60 cents per million input tokens and just 10 cents per million with a cash hit. It also has $3 per 1 million output tokens listed. But what's wild is that this comes in at roughly 10% of the cost of Opus at similar performance levels, and about 20% the cost of Claude 4.5 Sonnet, all while supporting a massive 262K token context window. But guys, I want to step back and make a note that this is an open source model that is comparable to models like Gemini as well as something like Opus 4.5, which is just incredible. We have an open source model with available open weights that you can locally potentially even try out with a different quant size version. And that is just incredible on its own. And if you want to get started with this model and test this out, you have a lot of different ways in which you can actually get started. You can head over to Moonshot AI's very own chatbot, which is where you can access all of these different models completely for free. You can even get certain generations from Ella Marina. And if you want to access Kimi via API, you can definitely do so through their own platform, or you can access it through something like OpenRouter, or even get a free API key from KiloCode, which you can get $25 worth of free credits to access any sort of model via API. But what's wild is that the Kimi K2.5 1 trillion actually runs on two M3 Ultras using the MLX LM at native precision, and it is genuinely usable. In this demo, it generates a Space Invader game producing 3,856 tokens at 21.9 tokens per second, while using roughly 350 gigabytes of memory per machine. Now, in terms of browser use or computer use, it is absolutely incredible with its speed and efficiency. In this case, it actually does even better than the Gemini model in certain cases, which is focused on its own computer use capabilities. Where in this case, the K2.5 can use the computer and absolutely ace browser based tasks like smoothly navigating through something like GitHub, and navigating through human like navigation systems. And honestly, it is able to do a better job than most models are capable of doing. Now, one of the most exciting new features of Kimi K2.5 is video vibe coding, where it is able to use this capability so that the model can watch the interaction, reason over the motion and flow, and transfer that directly into deploy ready code, especially powerful when it's used in agent mode. It massively lowers the barrier between visual intent and production ready UI. In my next test, I wanted to see how well this model is in terms of its SVG butterfly animation. And I had requested it to generate a butterfly that is animated in SVG. And this is the output I got, which is absolutely remarkable. In a single shot, it did a great job with the animation, as well as creating that symmetrical SVG of a butterfly. This is something that I haven't seen from any open source model in terms of the quality of output. In my next prompt, I had requested it to create a front end for a landing page. And this looks absolutely amazing, guys. This is where it is able to add motion flow directly into the front end of this landing page. And you can see that it is quite responsive and beautiful in terms of how it is actually able to build out this landing page for us. Here is where I had requested the Kimi K2.5 thinking mode, a generation of a browser based OS that mimics Mac OS. And in this case, it did a remarkable job with this OS. This is where we have functional apps that are generated. You have animations that have been attributed to each application, which is just beautiful. And all of these different components are functional as well. This is the capability of something like the Kimi K2 thinking, where it spends a lot more time to properly focus on generations. And in comparison to the Gemini 3 Pro, this is what it had generated with the same prompt of creating a browser based OS. In this case, both did great, but I believe that the Kimi K2.5 did a better job in terms of the responsiveness as well as the animations of this front end. Now, in my next evaluation, I had tried it again where I had used agent mode and now I had created a browser macOS like OS, and this is what it had generated. Now, this is a lot better than what we saw previously with those other two demos, and it has functional apps, better animations as well, even created a VS Code clone, which is actually really cool. You have different apps like Chrome being added. It is obviously not going to work because it's not linked to anything, but you can see that it did a great job in adding a lot of the core functions of what you would see in a typical Mac OS operating system. So in this case, this generation is even a lot better than what we saw with the other two. Here I had requested the Kimi K2.5 thinking to generate a Frogger game, and you can see that it did a really great job in this in terms of creating this game. Now it is really hard to actually do this, but you can see that it even added animations, it added sound effects. Whereas if we take a look at what Gemini 3 Pro did, it didn't actually do a great job with its overall generation. It just generated blocks. It is, I guess, a bit easier, but you can see that it's still not at the same level or capability as what we saw with Kimi K2.5. Next up is where I'm going to have it focus on an agents form task, where it is a complex multi-step task that is using the Kimi K2.5 agents form to help it tackle it. So this is where right now I'm going to have it send in this prompt to complete a market research report on the future of AI powered productivity. And it's going to divide it into 5 subtasks. The literature review agent, which will summarize insights, which you see that it has created. Then you have a competitor analysis agent, a data visualization agent, a report writing agent, and at the end, you have agent that will create a presentation, a 15 slide PowerPoint summarizing its key findings. And you can see that currently all of the 5 sub-agents have been created. It's launching phase 2, the parallel research execution, and now it is going to work on tackling this task for us. And this is actually really, really cool because currently within the agents form, there's 3 tasks being executed by different agents. One is working on searching and collecting academic papers on different AI productivity tools. Now, the other one is focusing on competitor analysis, and the other one is creating an output directory structure. So it's just crazy to see that I am deploying an agents form on the web and having it execute all these tasks to create that multi step workflow for me. Guys, I am totally amazed by what the agent swarm was capable of doing. Now, for my task of having it focus on market analysis, as well as executing all of these requirements of creating the 50-page report, which you see over here, it was able to do a remarkable job in each front of all of these different tasks, like creating a full on slide deck on the market research of the future of AI productivity tools. It has generated all of these components on its own without me even intervening. In terms of creating an interactive PDF, it has done that as well, which is more of a condensed version of the market research. All of these tasks were fully complete within a matter of an hour, and you can see that it did a remarkable job with this task. Here, I had requested it to create a Minecraft clone, and you can see that this is the output. Now, it didn't take me one shot in terms of generating this. It took me 2 attempts because there was a little bug that wasn't able to generate all of the components properly. But you can see that I have a full-on Minecraft clone that I had generated with this. It is something that also mimics the exact same terrain as Minecraft, and it's something that I can easily go ahead and place down blocks as well as destroy any of them. Also in FI, they have released Kimi Code, which is actually a really cool new feature that was dropped alongside the Kimi K2.5. This is a new open source tool that you can actually get started with, and it has its own subscription where you can code anywhere within the CLI, and it functions like Claude Code, but a little bit better with more features. This is something that I'll leave a link to in the description below so that you can easily get started with this as well. But that's basically it, guys, for today's video on Kimi K2.5. This is an incredible model that is agentic, and in my opinion, it is really great with its quality in terms of coding, as well as in different fronts, like even multimodal. This is something that I highly recommend that you try out. It is extremely cheap, and it's something that will get you the same sort of quality as Opus 4.5. So use the links in the description below so that you can easily get started with this. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the second channel. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, make sure you join the newsletter, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell over here as well. And please take a look at our previous videos so that you can stay up to date with the latest AI news. But with that thought, guys, have an amazing day, spread positivity, and I'll see you guys fairly shortly. Peace out, fellas.